Welcome back to the Blockchain Trust Fund Baby University channel, and I am back with another video. I want to make this video very short and straight to the point, only because I've already made plenty of NFT series of videos back in 2020, 2021, and 2022. I did not make any in 2023, but I wanted to come back in a brand new year in 2024 and tell you about some of the changes with many of the different NFT marketplaces that I have seen when I got back into actually creating and like minting my NFTs. I was surprised that, unlockable features were taken away from certain platforms and things of this nature. And it just took me on an entire adventure when it came to doing research, right? Doing research on different NFT platforms, the different digital currencies that they accept, and things of this nature. So we're just going to get right on to this. And I have created a PDF file. If you guys would like this PDF file, just comment PDF. If you are following me on Instagram, you can DM me on Instagram. If you have me on Discord, you can DM me on Discord. It's just something that I created just so you can have some structure. Y'all know I'm a very structured person, but let's get into it. Again, I'm not going to go over things that I've already went over. If you're new to this channel, please go back to my very, very early stages of what is an NFT and how to create them and things of this nature, because they are still, those videos still have relevance till today. If you don't know how to create an NFT, if you don't know how to create IPFS files and stuff of that nature, check that out. But anyway, what is an NFT? So NFT is a non-fungible tokens that are digital assets, and some can say they've been tokenized via the blockchain, right? So everything's supposed to be quote unquote tokenized now, going forward in the economy. But they are unique identification codes created from metadata via an encryption function and stored on a blockchain. While the assets themselves are stored in other places, two NFTs can come in the form of art, music, in-game items, videos, and more. They are bought and sold online, frequently with cryptocurrencies, and are encoded with the same underlying software as many cryptos. The ownership of the NFT is recorded in the blockchain and can be transferred by the owner, allowing NFTs to be sold and traded. Okay, so basically, an NFT is something that is for creators. I come from the creator standpoint because I love to create. I'm always in my creative bag, and if I'm not creating, like, something is wrong, right? I have to be going through something. But anyway, NFTs are for creators. They are for educators. They are for if you have memberships, if you're an artist, if you create videos, 3D animation, um, all types of different people can benefit by creating their own NFTs. Okay. And they're also for ownership, right? So when we talk about what we have versus what we don't have, this is something that you can actually create, and everybody will be able to see that you are the original creator of said unique digital asset via the public ledger, of course, right? Because everything is transparent. Now, what is IPFS? And I learned about this maybe 4 years ago, just because I had a lot of downloadable things that I would insert into my unlockable content. And back when they were doing unlockable content, I could say have cover art, and then my unlockable content would be said the music video or actually the music audio and stuff of this nature. So I would just create an IPFS, and that's just an interplanetary file system that is peer-to-peer. So it works off of peer-to-peer network, and it's distributed system for storing, accessing, and sharing files, digital data, applications, and websites. So again, I would I would basically create my file, MP3s, MP4s, text, books, whatever. And then I would go into an IPFS system, and then I would convert all of my files into the IPFS. And you can do this with the API as well. Again, revert to my first video that I did on NFTs to get a more broader understanding of that. Now, what is minting? Minting is a process of creating an entirely new digital asset by converting a digital file into a blockchain token that contains a link to the location where that digital file resides on the internet server. Okay. So that process establishes it's immutable, right? Can't be changed, immutable record of authenticity and ownership, and usually involves assigning metadata to that NFT. Okay. So I want to take you over here now. I'm going to scroll down because when you are in the mode of releasing an NFT or have the idea that you want to create an NFT, you need to have the basic structure down pat, right? What are you creating? Now that you know what an NFT is, you know what the minting process is, and you know how the IPFS works. Now, why are you going to create this? Or what are you creating? Are you creating music NFTs, merch NFTs, video NFTs, 3D NFTs, educational NFTs, fundraiser NFTs, tickets, memberships, art, series, movies, downloadables? As you can see, there is a amount of different types of, right? So different categories that you can create these NFTs in. So you can have a music NFT, but it can only be you could categorize that as an audio. Or if you do music NFTs, you can categorize that as music visuals, right? Um, just like educational, you can have books, you can have your videos as far as educating whoever your audience is. You can have your lesson plan, stuff like that. So what are you creating? Do you know what you're creating? After you figure out what you're creating, these next 6 questions are very pivotal to basically guide you to the platform that you want to actually be using. So, why are you even creating in the first place? Always have a why. Because if you don't have a why and you're just doing something because you see other people doing it, then you don't need to be doing it. That's point blank and simple. Okay. What is your overall goal to achieve? What do you want to get out of creating something that you're going to potentially sell, or it's going to have it's tradability, right? To your audience. What's your overall goal? Is it money? Is it status? Is it building a community? Is it leverage? If is it a collection of series because they just make you feel good? Is it to build your Twitter account up, to build a Discord up, to sell your merchandise, whatever it is, right? What's your goal? Um, do you have a budget? Now, when making NFTs, I really would say yes, you should have a budget, but 9 times out of 10, you're not going to really spend that much money on the actual minting process. You're going to pay for the transaction fees, the gas fees, right? And maybe the network fees if they're associated with the platform that you're utilizing. But these are the things that you research when you're asking yourself these questions. What is your budget? Because that's somewhat important, and it's really not that important when you're looking at it from an artist perspective, right? And I'll get a little bit into more of that as we go into some of the creational as we go into the creational concepts of the NFTs. Okay. Are you good with coming up with your own ideas? Are you a person that doesn't have an imagine? Are you imaginative? Can you imagine? Are you creative? Are you cohesive? Are you boring? Are you shy? Like, all of these things matter because however you are, that's how you're going to be able to cultivate, right? And craft whatever it is that you're putting your energy into, whether it is a book, of music, digital art, collectibles, your clothing, all of that's going to matter to you. So do you need somebody to assist you on creating some ideas, right? That's why we are in the time where we have technology and you can use things like ChatGPT to help you better cultivate your original ideas. I had to say it like that because I don't want you to go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, give me a great idea on building an NFT and making lots of money." No, that's lame. That's not being authentic. And if you're not being authentic, I feel like it's just not going to sell to whoever it is that you're trying to sell to, period, point blank. It's going to come off as of like a rug pull or something, right? So you never want to just do it like that. Always cultivate coming from what it is that you have already crafted. Just put in the idea. I like the color purple. I like elephants. I'm being very, very vague. I like elephants. I like canvases. Okay, Chat GPT, what can I do? What kind of collection can I make? Curating. Curating something as far as purple elephants that may be pixelated that captures my eye. Do you get what I'm saying? So go in there with some type of knowledge of what you're doing and not relying solely on chat gpt. Okay. um Have you ever made digital asset items? Is this your first time? Is this your thousandth time? I think if it's your thousandth time, you wouldn't even be here. Pretty much, I'm doing this video for those who are first timers or only done it a couple of times and really didn't get the traction that they were looking for and stuff like that. So this is just for you. Simple question. And what digital assets do you want to utilize and receive? So what network do you want to utilize? What ecosystem? Who do you want your audience to get acclimated with as far as them interacting with said platform or marketplace, right? Because you then have to think about, are these people that you're marketing to marketable on a decentralized platform, or do you need to go somewhere where it's more of a web 2 web 3 type of situation, right? So you always want to ask yourself these questions when doing these NFTs. All right.